This is Thundercats classic Tygra by Bandai. The figure is part of the first wave of the 8-inch scale Thundercats classic figures by Bandai. Here we have the packaging. I've done a review of Lionel, which I talked about how I got hold of these figures, and this is probably going to be a shorter review, hopefully. So very, very nice. I mean, this figure deserves more credit than what the collectors are like. I mean, in packaging, he looks bland as white rice, and you know, very, very bland looking in the packaging. But once you get him out and you get him in all these poses, and oh man, that nostalgia about this figure is really, really in it. I mean, I'm so loving this figure right now. I wish that, you know, I'm still yet to get that Mumra figure, and I wish, you know, Bandai would just continue and make these waves, and make these characters in different waves. Like, put Panthro in, Chitara, forget the twins in Snarf. I mean, put Slythe, Monkian, Jackalman. I mean, those are freaking iconic characters, and I absolutely loved them when I was watching the show. One of my favorite shows was Thundercats. I loved it even more than the Silverhawks or Jason the Wheeled Warriors. And oh, come on. Anyway, very, very nice, good looking figure. Absolutely love this figure right now. Let me get him standing upright. Didn't look much, you know, when it was in packaging like that, so it was pretty boring. But when you get him into action poses and whatnot, he looks very, very nice. So again, just like the Lionel figure, this figure has a lot of Toy Biz influences on it and its articulation. Paint apps are just amazing, very flawless. There's hardly anything to complain about. The sculpt, very nice. This is as close to you'll get to Tygra, the 90s Tygra. Very nice. Very little discrepancies in the paint tones, not like Lionel that had a lot of flesh tone issues, but you know, that's fine. So let me just stand him up right there with his King of the Lord of the Thundercats. That's the 6-inch Marvel Legends, and this is the 7-inch Marvel Select figure. So they're a little bigger, 8 inches in scale. Yep, we'll put Lionel off to the side for now. Alright, articulation, just like Lionel's, oh no, much less articulation than Lionel, but equally awesome as well. He's got a ball-jointed neck, that ball-jointed head on his neck that also has articulation that rocks up and down, forward and backward. He's got a little bit of a waist swivel and up and down motion, so it's like a ball joint for the waist, but no upper ab articulation. It's got a ball hinge shoulder, bicep swivel, hinge elbow, ball hinge wrist that has swivels on this side and on the hand side. That's nice. It's got a ball hinge hip, thigh swivel, double jointed knees, calf swivel, hinge ankles with rocker joints, double hinge ankle. So very, very nice. So much like Toy Biz, and I wouldn't be surprised if they did in fact hire one of the Toy Biz designers to do this, or they just copied it. Now the accessories he came with, just like Lionel, he's got a spare hand, but only one spare hand that you can replace. If you don't want him in that grip hand for the right hand, you can have him with this. He comes with his whip, the invisible whip of invisibility. What am I saying? That's one of the things I loved about Tygra. He's got an awesome whip that turned him invisible. There is some assembly required. You'll need to put the whip together, which is also nice because it's sort of like an articulation for the whip, so you can get it in just really nice poses and complement the poses that he's got on. That's very cool. Let me have him hold it. Unfortunately, it's not long enough to wrap around Tygra, but that's fine. And just like a lightsaber, there is the unlit whip, the unextended whip, which has the 3 balls on the, you know, back in the day, this was perfectly normal, but right now I'm sure a lot of you are thinking otherwise what this thing could be. Anyway, it's removable. You can remove it if you want to. Yeah, we'll just stop right there. So anyway, so that's that. It's a great figure. I wouldn't get it at full-on retail price, definitely. I'd go for the Lion-O first and get this one on clearance if you absolutely must have a Tygra. But again, as I said, I wasn't interested in getting this Tygra, but he was one of my favorite figures, and the price of this thing dropped like a brick, like a year and a half later. Again, it's worth two. I picked it up for something about two. The money I paid for it could get me 2 Hot Wheels cars, so that's how cheap it was. So. Yeah. In case you're wondering, Hot Wheels in Manila is about $2.50, so I got them about $5. Not too bad. So there you go, folks. I hope you've enjoyed this video review. If you did, please click thumbs up icon on the bottom. Follow me on Twitter for my toy purchase, Instagram for my toy sightings here in Manila. Check out all my video reviews, hauls, collection updates, all on this channel, Chefatron. I will be keeping my FX Friends channel alive. I'll have vlogs and just not as much videos as the Chefatron. So there you go. The Thundercats Classic Tygra from Bandai. Thanks for watching.